Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony for Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the DC Universe Classics ZATANNA figure. ZATANNA is one of my favorite female DC characters, and this figure does not disappoint. That is not to say that it is flawless. It does have a few flaws here and there, but it is still a very welcomed addition to the DC Universe Classics collection. So, she comes with two accessories, unless I'm missing one. I didn't buy this new, unless I did, and I'm losing my mind. It's been a while. The two that I have are the top hat and the magic wand. I don't think there was ever anything that goes in the top hat. I'm not sure what this little nubbin is for, that right there. I thought it was for helping it to fit over her hair, kind of, so that you could put it on, like that, just to keep it from falling off, but it still falls off. So I'm not sure what's up with that, and to be honest, I don't remember. So I can't really talk about that anymore. She can hold the wand though, so that's nice. She can hold it in either hand, so that's another nice thing. She stands roughly 6.5 inches tall, so pretty much in line with the DC Universe Classics figures. I do like the face sculpt on her. Most of the time, the DC Universe Classics females had pretty good face sculpts, so that's not too surprising. And then they did add some shading in the hair, though it's a little bit splotchy. You can see blue there, blue there, blue there, and blue there. It's a little splotchy for my liking, but it's not horrible. It's sculpted well enough, so that's alright. The paint on the face is done well enough. She has a little bit of a chip on her nose, but I don't know if that's from the factory or not. She does have a little bit of a bow tie thing going on there, a little collar. I suspect you can loosen that up and move that if you want to, but I'll just leave it where it is. She has this nice outer jacket piece with the tails, the coat tails on the back there. It's a nice soft plastic, and it's kind of just slid on over and glued in place. She has the standard ball hinge shoulders with a bicep swivel, very nicely sculpted. Single jointed elbow, you get about 90 degrees though. Then we have a wrist swivel, same on both sides. The head, you don't get a whole lot out of it other than a little bit of a swivel, and that's mostly just because of the hair. Can't really fault them for that, just because you have to have the hair. In true form, the DC Universe Classics females typically don't have much of a functional ab crunch. Same thing for her. You can't really do anything with it. It moves just a little bit. She technically has a waist twist at this seam right here between the black and the yellow, but it is sculpted, so this part that hangs over prevents it from moving too much. So the waist twist is not very much there. The hips are standard female DCUC hips. They don't want to go out to the side though, so I'm not sure if that was a conscious decision that they made for this figure due to the stockings, or if it's a flaw. I'm not sure, so it's not 100% standard, I suppose, in that regard. They do come all the way forward though, and she has the single jointed knee and the thigh swivel that's in there. And then she does have the nice ankle pivot. Some people really hate the stockings on her just because of this heavy seam. Well, that's true, there is a heavy seam, but they look good from every other angle, so I'm okay with that. And DC's always done a nice job of giving the female characters nice long legs, so that's always a nice bonus. Some people do just cut them off, and you can do that just as well. You know, that's up to you. So, I think they did a pretty good job with these stockings despite that heavy seam, because they do look pretty good. They're nicely scaled, they don't impede the articulation at all, and they tucked them into the shoes nicely. So I don't know, I think that's probably about as good as you can do on a $15 figure at the time, so I'm really happy with that. The paint job on this figure is pretty good. They did the buttons on this white shirt here. You can see the silver buttons. Hopefully it's not washed out. We have gold buttons down here. There's some shading on the yellow. You know, everything's painted pretty nicely. I like it. I like this. I cannot talk. I like the original sculpt work that they did for this figure. It's just a really nice piece despite the articulation flaws. I'm happy to have it, and I might be a little bit biased in saying that since I do like the character, but I think you would be hard-pressed to find anybody that says this is one of the bad figures from the DCUC line. This is a pretty good one in my book, and I definitely recommend it. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.